Ramesh Damani is member of Bombay Stock Exchange, a veteran, joins in right now for some thoughts on what he is seeing in the marketplace. So thanks very much. Good morning. Great to have you with us here.
Yes, good morning. Always nice to be on your show. Thanks for having me.
Sir, are you hopeful about the market? I mean, plain and simple. Because a lot of people believe that we are at a cusp. The government will act. In the next couple of quarters, the RBI will cut, and that will provide the much-needed stimulus.
Prashant, yes, I am. To answer in one word, yes, I am hopeful. After a long time, it seems that the cash group has broken out of its slumber. The screen absorbs you for the full day. Good results are being rewarded by the market, as you saw in any number of instances in the last few days when results have come out. And I think the lows that cash made, the panic lows they made in December, are now a distant memory. I think a lot of cash group shares in particular have gone on and doubled from those prices in the next 6 months. That suggests good price action and even suggests that liquidity, confidence, investors are returning back to the market, and people who have held shares over this period are being rewarded.
What's your roadmap for reforms, sir? Let's start with that.
There is no different than the rest of the markets. We want FDI and retail to come in. We want a diesel price hike. We want policy action from New Delhi. Clearly a lot of our growth has been stymied because of that. What is encouraging to me is, despite all these roadblocks and despite no one still having a clear clarity of whether it will happen after the presidential elections are over, after the Lok Sabha starts, or after the vice presidential elections are over, the market refuses to budge beyond a certain price level. So the indications to me are that globally also, leave aside the huge problems of Europe, the Indian problems of the monsoon, the US and the India are seeing a very strong undertone of buying. So those kind of moves that we are seeing right now suggests that prices are headed higher. We might have an index that doesn't go pretty much anywhere, but we will find internally within it the cash group showing huge advances and spikes. So my sense is it's better to remain invested at this point, and we might have good surprises on the upside.
So you're referring to, the $10 billion which has come into the market this year. About 5,500 crores has been bought by FIIs this month so far, and we are wrapping out. So these are large numbers. The question is, where is the money going? It doesn't show up in stock prices. It doesn't show up on the index. What's going on? There seems to be a bit of a mismatch. And of course, you have locals who are selling, local investors who've been constant sellers.
Yeah, that trade is pretty much crossing itself out. But let me put it in another perspective. The question begets is, why are foreigners putting so much money into India over the last month? Why are they more confident about India than, say, the Indians themselves? And, I'm coming up with, two reasons. Of course, the rupee is depreciated, and one feels that it won't depreciate anymore. So, in effect, you're buying Indian stocks 15-20% cheaper than they were at the beginning of the year. That's a very important reason. But the other reason, Prashant, is there's a recent study that came out a few weeks back by Credit Lyonnais. And look at the study. It has some very astounding data points. For example, if you look at Indian equities or Asian equities over a period of 15 years, starting in 1998 to 2012. Now, 1998 was when the financial crisis took place. And in 2012, 15-year period, the best performing stocks have been Indian stocks. Out of the top 15 stocks in the universe, 12 have been Indian stocks in there. The best performing stock in the group is Infosys, which is up 50x. So my sense is that market is looking at the long-term superior performance of Indian equities and putting money into Indian equities.
India's #1 news app just got even better. Download NDTV's new app. Fully optimized for retina display. Full screen view. Faster response time. And Sudoku. NDTV's new iPad app. Download now.